Hello, everybody. Yeah, I'm actually finally done putting up all the Xenoverse 2 footage. Because you know what? I'm gonna. It's time for the review. Now, I'm gonna just be talking about the story for this part. There's gonna be more parts as I not complete the game, but get everything there is to get, or at least save it for when the first DLC pack comes out. See what we got. Do we got a campaign? Do we got some parallel quests? What do we have? Stuff like that. Are we gonna have that universe tournament arc from Super? I don't know. But I'll say this. I enjoyed this game so much. And yeah, I did get the day one edition with the Dragon Ball Super characters. So a lot of you are like, but Bugsy, Bugsy, I'm not gonna play the Super characters because I can't watch it without the subs. Because I want to wait until it's dubbed, and I know I'm gonna potentially wait forever. But still, that's just me. And if anybody knows who I'm actually talking about, you deserve a gold star. If I gave those out. But anyways, I enjoyed it. Haven't unlocked it yet. I'm going to. I'm gonna unlock most of the other characters by getting the Dragon Balls. That's what I'm gonna be doing this week. But I really enjoyed the story. The story. I had to explain to my. And another thing, I had to explain to my cousin, like, well, the story. I'm like, the story is a continuation from Xenoverse. And he didn't get it right away, but hopefully he's coming this weekend so I could actually tell him a little bit more. But basically, the story is go into time, fix any inconsistencies, and this time added bonus. Now, you guys may be like, oh well, Bugsy, they didn't add a lot of stuff, and some of the stuff that they did, they rehashed. I'm like, so. I mean, just because something is redone, just because someone redid a few of the other missions and parallel quests doesn't mean it's bad. Xenoverse 2 has a lot to offer. You can go to gold. You can go to. I was trying to say Giru, but I started to think of Goldo from freaking the Game Force. You can go to Guru's place and help him defend Namek from the Frieza Force, which I gotta admit is the first time I've ever really heard the Frieza Force, which is weird. But if you play with if you play Guru's missions, I mean Guru's missions. God dang, I can't say his name. You play with Guru's missions for a little bit. He will unlock your hidden potential. I got that like hour seven after I haven't even beaten. From what they say, I haven't even beaten Guru's thing yet, but I'm close to beating the Great Saiyaman and Saygirl and Jocko, and I'm like, see, would people really throw a fit if like Gohan went back to being the Great Saiyaman? Because I don't fucking care. I love Gohan as the Great Saiyaman. But people are gonna be like, oh Gohan, oh Gohan, oh Gohan, no. I mean, I get it. We all love Gohan. But Jesus, let the image you had of him as a kid die. Or at least understand that characters develop in different ways. It may not be the ways that you want it to be, but it's gonna go the way the actual writers want it to be. Sorry, I needed to talk a little bit about Dragon Ball Z. But again, you could you could probably beat this game in a few hours. Me, it took me like 2 days, mostly because I wanted to level up a lot and grind a little and over grind a little bit so I could be a little bit stronger for what I'm fighting. But you probably saw the video where I got my ass kicked by Broly, so yeah, Broly, so it wasn't that strong enough, but still strong enough to beat um freaking Mira. And Mira, like, guys, if anybody watches this in the comments, and I know you will because a lot of you actually do, I really underestimate who watches my shit. But basically, did Toa in Dragon Ball Heroes ever turn into kind of a Super Saiyan 4-esque version of himself? Because that's what I was fighting at the end. And like, how does fusing, I guess fusing with the time egg makes sense? Is that supposed to mean that the time egg is the GT timeline? Because if it is, that's just funny. And then, Trunks actually said this line that said, power like this shouldn't even exist. And I'm wondering to myself, what did Trunks mean by that? Does he mean that GT shouldn't exist? Because, I'm gonna say this right now, folks. I'm gonna say this, though, because I want to talk more about some Dragon Ball Z stuff. I haven't gotten everything yet, but I am really still enjoying it, and there's still a lot for me to do. And that's why I like games of this caliber. Even though you beat the main story, you still have a lot of stuff to do. There's rifts, there's certain story events and stuff like that. And extra side quests and all this good stuff. And you gotta feed Majin Buu. I found that it was a funny touch that they had Majin Buu in the beta kind of reading Hercule's book. And if anybody knows from the Dragon Ball Online timeline, that's when he found out how to make other Majins. He was like, and that was a nice touch that kind of like cemented, yes, the Dragon Ball Online timeline kind of coincides with this one. But again, the combat was better than the old one. Being a Super Saiyan 3 actually felt like it mattered, and you actually get to feel the difference of that. What else? I got the day one edition gives you like Black Goku. And really, and I didn't know this when I first played, but Toki City Cotton City is actually Toki City. So I did, if you guys watched my other little side channel, which is Argos and Pals. I kind of made it a little clear while doing his vlog. So you would just could some of you kind of forget that if you're subscribed to that channel, please, or I'll make a correction to it. And just because I stopped doing the game, his story kind of still, Argos' story kind of still goes on the other channel. But that's pretty much about it. Again, there's nothing more I can say without actually spoiling a lot of stuff for you. But I'd say play it. If you're a Dragon Ball Z fan, play it. If you're a sub purist, I don't know how you're gonna kind of go out. If you're a Japanese fan, Japanese audio purist, you're probably not still gonna like it. I don't know, because I know some people are, like Mr. Fusion. And, y'all got like different tastes when it comes to us. Really, but to me, I just don't. I don't I don't care. I listen to the Japanese audio with subs when I'm watching freaking Super anyway, so I don't really I don't really have a dub or sub preference. I'll just watch it. If I can understand it via subs, pretty much all right. But I don't know. But pretty much for all you DBZ purists out there that are pure to the manga, they keep most of the lines from the manga pretty much word for word. So yeah, for all you dumb purists out there, we ain't gonna hear I'm the savior of the universe, nightmare to you. You know, we're not gonna hear that. Again, a lot of people say like, "Oh, Bugsy, when you went after freaking Gohan Team Butter, did you hate? Do you hate the Ocean Dub?" No, I don't hate the Ocean Dub. It's silly as fuck, though. You gotta admit, it is silly as fuck. But you know, this game is a celebration of everything Dragon Ball Z, to the past, to the present, and to the future, which is super. And I really do I give it the highest rating I can give. A 10 out of 10. Because to me, from what I look at a game for, is it fun to play? Does it look awesome? Is the audio good? Is the presentation good? And everything is basically awesome. Now, I wish we could have taken it a step further and added Kyle Herbert, or Kyle Bear, I say his name wrong. You know, the guy that voiced Kamina. One of the reasons I have a Gurren Lagann icon for my channel, and probably right over here, where you could probably see the little, in this corner, where you could probably see my little logo in the back. But I just wish it would have been like, next time on Dragon Ball Xenoverse. I don't know, guys. I would love that shit so heavily. I know they wouldn't do it. But come on, guys. Wouldn't you shell out extra, just a couple more bucks, just so you can hear next time on Dragon Ball Xenoverse 2, New Age. I'm just saying. I enjoyed it. I understand if you probably don't like it. You didn't think it was that good, or you didn't want it because you wanted a freaking oh yeah, I won't understand you if you say you wanted Raging Blast like fucking 3 and Burst Limit 2 and Burst Limit 2, because I'm like, this game is good. Sure, it may not be those two games, but if those games, if they wanted to make those games would have already been made for you guys. You know, they would have already made them. That Dragon Ball Z game would have already come. You know, those Dragon Ball Z games that you guys want, Burst Limit 2, and Dragon Ball, Dragon Ball Raging Blast 3 would have happened already, but it hasn't. You know, because most of us kind of like all the little bits and pieces of Xenoverse, because part of it is from Dragon Ball Online, a game that most of us didn't play. And I played Dragon Ball Online because I got global, but I think it's better that it's in Xenoverse, because that's where everything kind of got fully realized. You know? But that's just me. But really, guys, I enjoyed it. There's really not a lot to say. But come back in a few months, and I will have a review of either the next, or come back in like a week, and I'll have a review of the next Dragon Ball Super episode. Seriously, yes, I'm gonna start reviewing Super. And I know, Bugsy, isn't that kind of oversaturated because, we got a lot of Dragon Ball YouTubers and stuff? I'm like, yeah, but I kind of want to do it too. Not because everybody's doing it, because I'm a fan, and seriously, I just want to do it. And before anybody asks, no, I'm not just doing this as a chance to like rub it in Gohan Teen Fighter's face. If I really wanted to do that, don't you think with everything I have now, to show him that most of that Superman stuff was from the ocean dub, don't you think I would have done it right now if I actually felt like it? Because I got one dude in the wings waiting for me to answer that. I just know it. But, I'll also say this. The way Super is going right now, I'm really fucking enjoying it. I just wonder what's gonna happen after Zamatsu and Black are defeated, and what else is gonna happen. Because I think this is gonna be really, really, really good. Also, I'm gonna review Gem Harvest because, you know, I kind of review all of the current Steven episodes. So yeah, that's coming. And what else? Soon I'm gonna get PlayStation Now, and I'm gonna be reviewing some old and new PlayStation games all at the same time. Also, something that's gonna probably come in the far, far, far future. I'm gonna be interviewing Shu from Operation Razor. I just felt like I needed to say that. And yeah, guys, I'm not really gonna abandon you guys just because I'm playing Xenoverse. I think after the story though, I'm gonna take a little bit of a break, and I will come back to Xenoverse in like probably a day or two. But as it stands, again, it's the most awesome game a Dragon Ball Z fan could ever possibly play right now. I don't know. Fusion might change that, but Fusion. I'm just saying, Xenoverse 3. If there ever is gonna be a 3, because I don't know if there is. They didn't hint that there was gonna be one. Let's have fusions. Seriously, let's have fusions. I am serious, guys. Let's have fusions. Let's go. Just saying. Well, I'm gonna get out of here, folks. Well, since most of my other stuff is kind of almost done, and I'm still working on a lot of other different things, and that's the reason you didn't get another episode of Mock Off Redo on Daily Motion. I'm gonna do one tomorrow. So, and to what it's gonna be, I can't say. You just gotta wait. See you guys later. I'm Bugsy, the Chaotic Jester, and another game almost completed by the Jester. See you guys later.